So welcome to this Ashtanga practice. So you can come to a comfortable sit on your mat if you haven't already, and we'll get pretty much straight into it. Not too much talking, that's probably enough. I know, especially with the Ashtanga, most people are here for the breath and the movement, so not so much talking. Just a quick note before we start to remind people, or just to let people know if you are new to the practice, what's very important is to keep moving with the breath. So we breathe in a Ujjayi style, oceanic breath style, in through the nose, into the back of the throat, all the way back out the nose. The drishti is very important. So the drishti is not only your gaze with the physical eye, but also the way at which you look at your own practice from the inner eye, and obviously the asanas that I will guide you through. So find a comfortable sit, just closing your eyes for a moment, just taking a few breaths here to start noticing how you feel in your body today. So in regards of what I've just said, what's important is maybe not to do all the asanas exactly perfectly or as deep as you might see on your screen. What's important is to really feel the breath, feel the asana within your body. Any limitations, just make sure that you recognize them, honor your body, honor where you're at, and just do what you can. There's no need to go too deep. The asanas are not exactly the end goal. The end goal is to breathe through it so that you can increase the awareness in the body. So increasing the awareness means just to feel the pose wherever you're at again. And we'll open up the practice with one deep Om chant. Exhaling the air out the nostrils, emptying the lungs. You take a deep inhale in through the nose. Taking a moment to let the breath relax, feeling deeply into the body. You can start to connect back to your Ujjayi breath. Slow, soft, deep breathing into the back of the throat. You can keep that breath going throughout the whole practice. Gently opening your eyes, and we'll come up in Samastiti to start warming up the body with our Surya Namaskar A. So we'll just do 4 Surya Namaskar A's and 3 Surya Namaskar B, just to warm up the body. And we'll build up progressively on the Surya Namaskar A so that you can feel the Vinyasa, and again, honoring your body. Whenever you feel the Vinyasas are too much, you can just dial it down to a more easy version, or as we build up, if you feel like you can take it, just take it and enjoy the flow. So Samastiti, standing nice and tall, feeling the grounding of your feet into the earth, shoulders back and relaxed. So we start working with the breath. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out and up, looking up, palms together. And as you exhale, nice and slow, folding forward, bending into your knees at the start until you get warm, fingertips to the floor. As you inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthening into the spine, looking forward, soft bend into your knees. Exhale, folding forward, planting your hands. You can step your right leg back, left leg back, finding Chaturanga, nice and strong. Lowering your knees, chest, forehead. So nice, easy Vinyasa to start warming up the body, releasing all the way down onto your abdomen, point your toes, use your back muscles to lift your chest up. Inhaling half Cobra, Ardha Bhujangasana. Nice and easy. Mindfully relaxing your spine down as you exhale. Tuck your toes under, pushing on your hands, stretching your hips back and up. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And you settle down here for 5 deep breaths into your down dog. Just taking a moment to notice your alignment. Feet are hip width distance apart, nice and easy in the back of the legs, lower back. Hands are a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. Index finger pointing forward parallel to each other. Head is nice and relaxed. Maybe you can shake it yes and no. Just so that you can gaze at your nose tip between your knees or maybe even towards your navel if you don't have any neck issues. Just noticing the breath as it flows in through the nostrils, into the back of the throat, all the way down to your abdomen, and all the way back out. Taking one more deep breath here. Finishing your exhale, bending into your knees, looking forward. As you inhale, you can step your right leg forward, right between your hands. Left foot to meet, lengthening into the spine, halfway lift. And as you exhale, folding forward, forehead towards your shins, bending into the knees as much as you need. Inhaling, rising all the way up. Palms together, little arch into the upper back. Releasing your hands through your heart by your side, back to Samastiti. And we keep flowing along with the breath as you inhale, reach out and up. Look up at your thumbs. As you exhale, diving forward, still bending into your knees if you feel you need to until you get completely warm. Inhaling, heart forward, lengthening into the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, folding forward, forehead towards your shins, stepping your left leg back, plant your hands, right leg back, dropping your knees, chest, forehead, easy Vinyasa, still releasing all the way down onto your abdomen. You point your toes, maybe you can lift all the way up into your full Bhujangasana, straightening your elbows, relax into the shoulder blades, look up, and mindfully releasing on the exhale. You tuck your toes under, pushing back, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, 5 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose, 1. 2, so finding stillness in the pose to bring stillness to the mind. 3, any time during the practice you find the mind wanders around, bring it back to the breath. 4, focusing on the breath, the drishti, the sensations of the asana. 5, finishing your exhale, bending into your knees, looking forward as you inhale, left foot forward, right foot forward, lengthening into the spine, halfway lift. And as you exhale, you fold, softening into your abdominals. Inhaling, press your feet into the earth, rising all the way up, nice and strong. Stretch the front of the body. Look up, and as you exhale, you release. Hands through your heart, back to Samastiti, arms by your side. And we keep going. 2 more like this, building up onto the practice. Inhale, look up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, heart forward, flat back. As you exhale, you fold, plant your hands, maybe jumping back if that's within your practice. Nice and slow, you can start to lower all the way down, releasing onto your abdomen, pointing your toes, and you can find Cobra or maybe up dog already if you can come onto your toes. Nice and slow as you exhale, using your core muscles, you lift your hips, rolling over your big toes. Stretch back, down dog. 5 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. So again, throughout the practice, we'll keep moving through our different asanas, settling down for 5 deep breaths. 2, 3, allowing the magic of the breath to happen. 4, getting the breath to heal. And 5, bending into your knees, looking forward. You can either walk or jump, top of the mat, lengthening into the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold, forehead to shins. Inhaling, rising all the way up. Exhale, you release. Last one of Surya Namaskar. Inhale, lengthen into the front of the body. Look up, exhale, diving forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold, plant your hands, walk back, jump back, chaturanga, lowering on the same exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog, look up. Exhale, use your core, stretch back, down dog. 5 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. 1. 2, broadening into the collarbones, activating your thighs, reaching your hips right up to the sky. 3, deep breath into the abdomen, feel the movement of the abdomen along with the breath. 4, and last breath, 5, bending into your knees, looking forward, walk or jump, lengthening into the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, rise up nice and strong. Exhale, you release, Samastiti, and we get going into our Surya Namaskar B, bending into your knees, Utkatasana. See if you can brush the floor with your fingertips, keeping that bend into your knees. You reach your arms up, rotating your fingers in, and as you exhale, folding forward, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen into the legs, the spine. Look forward as you exhale. Plant your hands, walk back, jump back, lowering on the same exhale, elbows pointing back. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Right away, right foot forward as you inhale. Drop your back heel down 45 degrees. Rising up with your hips, shoulders nice and squared. Finding Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Palms together, you look at your thumbs. As you exhale, you release. Framing your front foot. Stepping back, Chaturanga. Lowering on the same exhale. Elbows are still brushing the side of the body. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Left foot steps forward. Spin your back heel down. Rise up. Press your palms together. Look up. Keep bending into your front knee as you exhale. You release. Plant your hands. Step back. Vinyasa, lowering down as you exhale. Inhale. Up dog. Look up. Exhale. Stretch back. Down dog. Settling there. 5 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Looking forward, walk or jump. Lengthening into the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Utkatasana, bending into your knees, reaching your arms up. And as you exhale, you release. Back to Samastiti. 2 more. Utkatasana, bending into your knees. Reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk back, jump back, lowering on the same exhale. 1 breath, 1 movement for your Vinyasa. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Right foot forward as you inhale. Rise up, hips, shoulders are squared. Press your palms together. Keep relaxing into the shoulders. Exhale, you release. Plant your hands. Step back. Vinyasa. Exhaling all the way down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back. Left foot forward as you inhale. Rise up nice and strong. Press your palms. Exhale. Plant your hands. Vinyasa, lowering down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back. 5 deep breaths into your down dog. 1. Just notice the heat that is being created with the Surya Namaskars. 2. Activating the Agni, the fire in the abdomen. 3, fire of purification to detoxify, very therapeutic. 4, 5, last breath, exhaling, bending into your knees, looking forward, walk or jump, lengthening into the spine, halfway lift, exhale, you fold. Inhale, bending into your knees, reaching your arms up, turning your pinkies in, and as you exhale, you come back up, Samastiti. Last one, bending into your knees, Utkatasana, reaching your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, walk back, jump back, lowering down. One breath, one movement for your Vinyasa. Stretch back to your down dog. Right foot forward, rising up nice and strong. Keep bending into your front knee. Look up at your thumbs. Exhale, plant your hands. Vinyasa. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Left foot forward, rise up. Shoulders relaxed. Exhale, you release. Stepping back, lower down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Last one. 1. Just notice the sensations in the body, the mind activity. 2. See if you can steal everything. 3. 4. And 5. Last breath, bending into your knees, walk, jump, top of the mat, lengthening into the spine, and as you exhale, you fold. Forehead to shins, bending into your knees, arms up. Exhale, you release, hands onto your hips. So now we're ready for our standing sequence. Stepping your feet hip width distance apart. As you inhale, look up. You can keep a soft bend into your knees. And as you exhale, folding forward, you can catch your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhaling, lengthening into the spine, halfway lift. And as you exhale, maybe still bending into your knees, you can start to fold forward. Elbows out to the side. Forehead towards your shins. Padangusthasana, 5 deep breath here. Broadening into the collarbones, the shoulder blades. 2, you can feel just like if you wanted to pull your toes to help bring your chest towards your knees. 3, maybe starting to lengthen into the legs. 4, and one last breath. 5, as you inhale, halfway lift, releasing the grip of your big toes, and you can slide your hands under, palms facing upwards, Parasvo, pressing the big toes into the inside of your wrist, arms are straight, lengthening into the spine, a halfway lift. As you exhale, folding forward. If you find it too hard, you can just repeat what we did before, trying to lengthen into the back of the legs, relaxing into the neck, shoulders, letting the head be heavy. And again, just like if you wanted to energetically think of pulling your hands out from underneath. When you pull, you feel as a counter reaction, your chest is coming closer to your knees, softening into your abdominals. Couple more breaths. And then nice and slow as you inhale, releasing the grip of your hands from underneath. Lifting halfway up, looking forward. As you exhale, you bring your hands onto your hips. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Bringing your feet back together. And we're going to get moving into Untitled Konasana. Picking up your right foot, right knee. You can squeeze your knee into your chest and then stepping all the way out, extending your arms out. You pivot your feet around to the back of the mat, turning your right toes. Back foot is 90-degree angle. Arms extended. Activate your quadricep as you start reaching forward with your right hand. Reach forward, 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 and then down. If you can't reach the floor, you can keep your hand to dangle onto the outside. If you can go into the full pose, getting hold of your big toe, reaching your left arm up, and you keep gazing at your left thumb. 2, deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose, opening across the chest. 3, see if you can lean back with your top shoulder. 4, keep lengthening into the spine. Every inhale, every exhale, you relax into your right hip crease. 5, pressing your feet into the earth as you inhale, rising all the way up, arms in T-shaped position. You pivot your feet around. Left toes forward, back hip, foot is 90-degree angle, and you find the other side. So reach forward, lengthening into the left side of the body to find your position. Right arm up, and you start twisting so that you look up at your right thumb, nice and strong into your feet. So keep squeezing your inner thighs together. 2. Spine is nice and long over your left leg. 3. Deep breath. 4. And 5. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Again, we're going to pivot the feet all the way around, bringing this time your hands onto your hips for Parasvo Konasana, so you can turn your back toes in 45 degrees. So you square your hips, and as you inhale, you stretch your left arm forward and up. And as you exhale with your hips nice and squared, so you can help with your right hand to keep pulling your right hip back. Back is flat as much as possible. First level, maybe hand onto the inside of the foot or outside of your knee or shin, or maybe even outside of your right foot, fingertips or hand flat. And see if you can start to twist into the spine, reaching your right arm out to the side and maybe all the way up. And you stay there for 5 deep breaths. 2. Keep looking at your right thumb, twisting into the spine. 3, keep lengthening into the spine. Every inhale, tailbone back, crown of the head forward. 4. And 5, exhale, look down, pressing your feet into the earth. You rise all the way up. Extend your arms out, pivot your feet. We take the other side. Hands onto your hips as you exhale. Square your hips. Inhaling, right arm up. And again, as you exhale, folding forward, keeping your spine as flat as possible, crossing the midline if you can, getting into whatever position is available to you, extending your left arm out and up, and you twist. 2. 3, keep squeezing your inner thighs together, squaring your hips, lengthening into the spine, opening across the chest. 4. 1 last breath. 5. Nice and slow, looking down. You unwind, extending your arms out. Now you're going to turn your left toes in, parallel your feet, extending your arms out. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands onto your hips for Prasarita Dhandasana A. Inhaling, looking up. See if you can keep your legs nice and straight. As you exhale, you start folding forward. Back is nice and flat. Releasing your hands under your shoulders. Inhale again, lengthening, tailbone back, crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, keeping your spine as flat as possible, you start walking your hands under your hips. Parallel your toes and your fingers together, elbows pointing back, and you work the crown of the head towards the floor. 2. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. 3. See if you can lengthen from your heel all the way to your sit bone. 4. Keep gazing at your nose tip behind you, between your legs. 5. Keep lengthening into the spine as you inhale, Coming forward, halfway lift, hands under your shoulders. Exhale, hands onto your hips. Inhale, coming all the way up. Extend your arms out. Exhale, we're going into the B version. Hands onto your hips. Inhaling, lengthen, look up. Exhale, folding forward, keeping your hands on your hips this time, so you're balancing between your toes and heels to find your balance. Crown of the head is working towards the floor. You keep lengthening into the spine. 2, you can even help with your hands to tilt your hips forward to help folding forward. 3, keep gazing at your nose tip. 4, feeling the stretch into the back of the legs, softening into your abdominals as you exhale. 5, last breath. And as you inhale, you rise all the way up, pressing onto your toes, extending your arms out. You turn your left toes and you step back to the top of the mat. Palms together. Very good effort. Now we're going for Parasvo Konasana, a little bit stronger. Picking up your right knee, wider stance this time, so nice big stand, extending your arms. You turn your right toes out, back of the mat, and as you exhale, bending into your front knee, sending your knee forward. You can go into the first level, elbow onto your thigh, left hand onto your hip. If you can go further, maybe you can bring your right hand, fingertips or hand flat on the inside of the foot, and you want to align your heel, hip, and shoulder. And then your arm, as you reach your arm overhead, looking up at the sky from under your armpit, or maybe even your front fingers. 2, keep bending into your front knee so that you lower your hips. 3, deep breath, rolling your chest open. 4, and 5, pressing your front foot, rising all the way up, arms in T-shaped position. You pivot your feet all the way around. We take the other side. As you exhale, sending your left knee forward. Taking your variation, level 1 or level 2, your choice. And then you can reach your arm overhead, bicep over your ear, making sure that you have your nice long line of energy from your heel, hip, shoulder, all the way to your fingers. 2, rolling your top shoulder back. 3, breath is deep into the abdomen. 4, one last breath. 5, as you inhale, rising all the way up. Pivot your feet around. Again, hands onto your hips, squaring your hips, and you can drop your back knee, reaching your left arm up. As you exhale, coming into a twist, hooking your elbow across your knee, hands in prayer position. Press your palms together, right elbow right up to the sky, and start initiating your twist from your lower ribs, and then chest as you press your palms together. If you can go further, tuck your toes under, lift your back knee, and you lengthen from your back heel all the way to the crown of the head. 2. If you can go further, maybe you can open your arms out, left fingertips to the floor, right arm up. 3. 4, relaxing the abdomen every exhale, going a bit deeper. 5. As you exhale, look down, releasing from the pose, inhaling, coming all the way up. Turn around, exhale, hands onto your hips, squaring your hips, dropping your back knee. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, you come into your twist, hooking your elbow outside of the knee. Start pressing your palms together. Lift your left elbow, maybe lift your back knee. 2. Maybe you can open your arms if you did, level 2. 3, you keep lengthening from your back heel all the way to the crown of the head. 4. One last breath. 5, looking down to release. Inhale, coming up, extend your arms out. Again, parallel your feet, so this time we've got a wider stance. As you exhale, you bring your hands to interlace behind your back. Inhaling, press your palms together, roll your shoulders back, look up, and as you exhale, again balancing onto your toes and heels for good balance. Crown of the head is reaching forward. You work your thumbs away from your sacrum, rolling your shoulders forward. 1. Relax into the shoulders. 2. Keep pressing your palms together. 3. Gazing at your nose tip. 4. Soften into the abdominals every exhale. 1 last breath. 5. Keeping your hands interlaced, reaching all the way up as you inhale, extending your arms out. Exhale, hands onto your hips. Inhale, look up, diversion as you exhale, folding forward, spine is nice and flat. You can slide your hands on the outside of your legs, getting hold of your big toes, taking another inhale to lengthen into the spine. And as you exhale, elbows out, crown of the head, again working towards the floor. So again, if you feel that action of like pulling your big toe forward, you will feel that it helps with the fold. Your shoulders are going to reach more under your hips. 2. 3. 4. 1 last deep breath. 5. As you inhale, flat spine, heart forward. Exhale, hands onto your hips. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Extending your arms out, you turn your left toes and you step forward. Very good effort. Now bringing your hands behind your back. You can either get hold of your elbows, or if you have the full reverse prayer position, you can bring your palms together, pinky toes, pinky finger pressing into the back of your heart, stepping your right leg back. So shorter stance this time. You can pivot all the way around, aligning your heels together, back foot 45 degrees. Again, you can square your hips. And as you inhale, look up, trying to keep your spine as flat as possible. Hips nice and squared. As you exhale, you start folding forward, and you want to reach your elbows up so that you feel the pressure of your pinky finger into the back of your heart, lengthening into the spine. 2. Again, squared hips, so you want to draw your right hip back, left hip forward. 3. Only if you can go further, keeping your spine flat, you can start reaching your forehead towards your shin. 4. 5. 1 last breath, keeping your hand position. Keep pressing your palms together. You inhale all the way up. Pivot your feet all the way around. We take the other side. Inhaling, squaring your hips, looking up. Keep your hips nice and squared as you start folding over your left leg. Keep gazing at your big toe at the front, pressing your feet into the earth. 2. Square your hips, so you should be feeling a good party happening into the back of your left hamstring. If not, you're probably not squaring your hips. 3. You keep drawing that left hip back, right hip forward. 4. Keep lengthening into the spine. And 5. Inhaling, coming all the way up, stepping forward. And you can bring a namaskar in front of your heart. Very good effort. Now, Uttita Astapana Uttanasana. So we get grounding into your left foot, right knee to your chest. You can give a good squeeze, trying to keep your spine nice and straight. First level, left hand onto your hip, right hand under your knee, or maybe if you can go further, you can get hold of your big toe, extending or working towards extending your leg forward. Relax into the shoulders, relax the hips, and pick a point in front of you that is not wobbly on the floor, and you keep breathing there. 2. You can keep smiling. I know you love this pose. 3. Nice and strong. 4. What's important is to try to keep the hips nice and level to the floor. 5. As you inhale, you can start to open out to the side. 5. Deep breath. Maybe looking over your left shoulder if you have a good balance. 2. 3. 4 and 5. Slowly coming back. Right hand onto your hip. Point your toes and you lift your legs. So keep looking at your toes and you lift up, lift up, lift up. 2. Keep smiling. This one is even better. 3. The more you look at your toes, the more they're going to lift up. 4. Hips are nice and leveled. 5. Slowly releasing. Very good effort. Shake your legs. And we take the other side, grounding your right foot. Squeeze your knee into your chest. So see if you can keep drawing your shoulders back, trying to keep that length into the spine. Extend your leg. Shoulders still nice and relaxed. Drop your left hip. Pick a point in front of you, your drishti, very important for your balance. 2. You can also smile on this side. 3. Enjoying the pose. 4. And 5. Opening out. Keep your balance nice and strong into your standing leg. Hips are nice and leveled. Maybe looking over your right shoulder. 2. 3. 4 and 5. Slowly coming back to center. Hands onto your hips. Point your toes. Keeping your legs nice and straight. So what's important is to have your legs straight, hips leveled. 2. You lift up. Lift, lift, lift. Looking at your toes. 3. 4. Very good. You can do it. One more. 5. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale. You release. Top of the mat, feet together. We're going to wash that off with a vinyasa. Bending into your knees, Utkatasana, reaching your arms up. Taking 5 deep breaths in Utkatasana, just so that we work the legs a little bit more. That wasn't too much. So keep breathing, keep bending into your knees. 2, turning your arms forward so that you bring your pinky inwards. 3, maybe looking up. 4 and 5. Now we'll take a vinyasa. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk back, jump back, lowering down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1. Rising up, we hold there for 5 deep breaths. Palms together. Look up. 2. 3, relax into the shoulder blades, keep bending into your front knee. 4, keep looking at your thumbs, keep pressing your palms together. Maybe you keep your gaze upwards. And as you inhale, straighten into your front leg, pivot your feet all the way around, maybe still looking up at your thumbs. And as you exhale, bend into your left knee. 1. 2, keep squaring your hips, sending your right hip forward, drawing your left hip back. 3, keep looking up, relaxing into the shoulder blades. 4, you can do this, keep going. 1 more breath. And then opening out into Warrior 2, so you might need to adjust your stance. Back foot 90-degree angle, extend your arms. Sending your front knee forward, so your right knee should be right above, your left knee should be right above your ankle. 2, you relax into your shoulder blades, making sure you don't lose your arms. 3, 4, breath is deep. And 5. As you inhale, straightening into your front leg. Pivot your feet around. We take the other side. As you exhale, sending your right knee forward. Making sure you're not leaning forward. Body is nice and vertical. 2. 3. 4 and 5. You windmill your arms down. We'll take a vinyasa. Plant your hands. Step back, lowering down on the same exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back. Down dog. So we're setting up for our primary series. So nice and slow. You can start to walk your feet to the top of the mat. Crossing your legs. Coming down to a sit. Extending your legs forward for Dhandasana. Flexing your toes. You can bring your hands by your side, fingers pointing forward. Press your hands into the floor, so lengthen into the spine. Roll your shoulders back, lengthening into the back of the neck. Keep flexing your toes. And you can tuck your chin in, forming a nice 90-degree angle. 2. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. 3. 4 and 5. Looking forward as you inhale, reach your arms up, moving into Parasvo Konasana as you exhale, folding over your legs. So whatever you can get hold of, knees, shins, ankles, feet, and you keep looking at your big toes at the front. Spine is nice and straight as much as possible. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. 2. Again, relaxing into the abdomen, every breath out. 3. Heart forward as you inhale, lengthening into the spine. 4. 5. As you inhale, reach your arms forward, come up, release, hands by your side, and you can cross your legs. Coming forward, planting your hands, and you can walk back. Chaturanga, lowering down, taking a vinyasa. Anytime you feel the vinyasas are becoming a bit too much, you can always skip a vinyasa. Stretch back, down dog. You can start to walk or maybe jump forward, crossing your legs, coming down, stretching your legs. So now we'll take today maybe a bit of a stronger one. Trianga Mukhakai Parasvo Konasana. This is a bit of a mouthful. Bending into your right knee, so you set your right foot by your right hip. So you want to have your heel next to your hip. Technique is maybe to roll your calf out, reaching your arms up. If you need to bring a block under your left hip, that's fine if you have a block or blanket. Otherwise, just do what you can. You can stay onto your fingers if you feel this is too much. Otherwise, falling over your leg completely. 3. Again, heart forward. 4. Every exhale, you soften into your abdomen. 5. As you inhale, rising all the way up. And now you can come forward and see if you can just come up onto your hands and stretch your left leg back. Chaturanga, finding your vinyasa, lowering down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Again, you can walk or sort of jump forward, crossing your legs, coming down, extending your legs. We take the other side. So left foot outside. Again, you can roll your calf out. That helps to really set that hip down, keeping your foot by your side as close as possible. Keep flexing your right toes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. You can start onto your fingertips so that you start folding forward with your shoulders nice and squared, and then getting hold of your leg, maybe your foot. 3. 4. One last breath. 5. Reaching your arms up as you inhale, and as you exhale, Coming forward, so you want to press onto your left foot, plant your hands. Whoops, got caught with a mat, stretching your right leg back, left leg back. You take your vinyasa. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Walking or jumping forwards, coming down to a sit, extending your legs. Now we take Janushirshasana. Sole of the right foot onto the inside of the left leg. Relax into your right knee. Square your hips, square your shoulders as you inhale. Exhale, folding forward. You can get hold of your foot. You keep gazing at your big toe. Inhale. 2, 3. As you exhale, you keep relaxing into your abdomen. 4, squaring your shoulders, so you want to drop your right shoulder down most probably. Last one. 5. As you inhale, reach your arms forward and up. You can help your knee to come back, and you're going to cross your legs, knees towards your chest, and you press your hands by your side into the floor and see if you can lift your butt off. Exhale, you release. Very good. Extend your legs. Other side, left foot. Again, square your hips, square your shoulders, reach your arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Again, just do what you can, relaxing into your left knee, left hip. 2. Lengthening into the spine. 3. Relaxing into your right lower ribs. 4. And 5. As you inhale again, you reach your heart, hands forward, come up, helping your knee to come back, crossing your legs, knee to chest, and you can come forward, maybe plant your hands and start maybe walking back, jumping back, taking your vinyasa. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Walking or jumping forward, coming to a sit. Extending your legs forward. Now we'll take Matiasana A, bending into your right foot, heel as close as possible, getting your left hand back and slightly outside just to help the body nice and staying straight, reaching your right arm up as you inhale, and as you exhale, lean forward, reach forward, making sure that your right hip stays plugged into the floor. First level, you can get hold of your foot, maybe staying there, or if you want to go further, you can extend your right arm out, turning your thumb in, so to press your back, the back of your arm into your front shin, and then maybe you can get hold of your fingers into the back of your hip, right hip, lengthening into the spine. 2. You stay there. 3. See if you can fold at your hip level. Again, keeping your hips in contact with the floor. 4. And 5. Slowly releasing. Again, you inhale, reach your arms up. You can help your knee to slightly come back. Crossing your legs, and again, pressing your hands into the floor. Lift your feet, lift your bum, pressing. You got to start doing it, otherwise it's never going to happen. And then we'll take the other side. Again, heel of the left leg as close as possible. Squeeze that into your chest. Right hand behind to help you stay upright. Inhale, lengthen, and you fold onto the inside of your left foot. You can either stay there or reach out, pressing the back of your arm into your front shin for a bind, if you have your bind. 2. 3, folding over your leg. Keep flexing your right toes, looking at your big toe. 4. One last breath. 5. Rising up. Again, cross your legs, and you can lean forward, pressing your hands, walk or jump back. Taking your vinyasa, one breath, one movement. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Again, walk or jump to the top of the mat. We'll take Matiasana C. Right leg bends. Again, you can bring your right hand behind for good support, and as you inhale, left arm up. You can either wrap your arm around your leg, or you can bring your elbow onto the outside of your knee. Every inhale, you lengthen into the spine. Every exhale, you twist. 2. Deep breath into the abdomen. 3. Keep turning from your lower ribs, shoulders. 4. Your head. 1 last breath. 5. Coming back to center. Again, crossing your legs. Press your hands into the floor. See if you can lift your bum. And then slowly releasing. Stretching your legs. We'll take the other side. Left leg. Left hand behind. Reach your right arm up as you inhale. Taking your position. And you take your twist. 5 deep breath. 2. Keep twisting, keep plugging your hips into the floor. 3. 4. And 5. Coming back. Crossing your legs. Again, see if you can come forward. Plant your hands and start sending your legs back. Taking your Vinyasa. Walking or jumping to the top of the mat for Navasana. So see if you can come right into your Navasana, both pose, easy version. You can keep your hands on the floor. You keep pushing your chest out, reaching your arms maybe forward if you can go further. 2, 3, if you can go further, you can extend your legs, making sure you're not collapsing into your lower back. 4, 5, bending into your knees, you can cross your legs. Again, plant your hands and see if you can lift your bum up. And then slowly releasing. And we go for second round. 1. Make sure you don't collapse into your lower back. 2. Keep pulling your chest out. 3. 4. And 5 again, cross your legs, press your hands into the floor, lift up, last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly releasing, Konasana, sole of the feet together. Straighten your spine, interlace your fingers. 1, 2, you let your knees open out to the side. 3, relaxing the lower back from the previous pose. 4, 1 last breath before we move into the B version. Without pulling on your hands, as you exhale, you can start to fold forehead towards your big toes. 2. Maybe elbows out so you can fold a bit further forward. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, coming up, crossing your legs. We'll take another Vinyasa. So see if you can lean forward, plant your hands. You can either walk back or jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Again, you can walk, jump to a sit. And now we're moving into Upavishta Konasana. So extending your legs out. See if you can press your hands behind you so that you can Roll your pelvis slightly forward. Keep flexing your toes. You can either stay with your hands behind you, or if you can, start to walk your hands forward. 1. Keep lengthening into the spine. 2. So with your spine nice and straight, you can start to come further down, maybe onto your elbows. 3. Or maybe you can go a little bit further if you can start to extend your arms out, working your forehead towards the floor. 4. 1 last breath. 5. See if you can get hold of your big toes. So you might need to rebend into your knees for this one, and you come to balance onto your buttocks, extending your legs back out. So keep pulling your heart right up to the sky, broadening into your collarbones. 2. Keep balancing, keep your spine nice and straight. 3, very good, you can do this, keep going. 4, we'll take one more breath. If you don't have any neck issues, keep hold of your big toes, and we're going to roll back into Supta Konasana, nice and slow. So watch your neck for this one, and you'll roll back, all control movement, getting your feet behind your head to touch. 1, 2, 3. Now the fun part to come. We're going to come back to balance onto the buttocks. 4. Nice and slow as you inhale, rock back up, come all the way up. So this might take a few goes. Coming up, heart forward. Nice and slow, you can cross your legs. We'll take another Vinyasa. Coming forward, plant your hands. You can walk back, jump back. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Bending into your knees, walk or jump, top of the mat. So now we'll come into our finishing sequence. So you can come down onto your back. We'll take bridge pose to start off with, bending into your knees, feet hip-width distance apart with your heels close to your buttocks, palms facing down. Press your hands onto the floor. Exhale your breath, and as you inhale, you lift your hips, pressing your feet, your hands into the floor. If you want to go further, you can interlace your fingers, rolling your shoulders under, or maybe even going further without moving your feet. You reach your shoulders under your heart so that you can get hold of your ankles, and you keep lifting your hips, keeping your thighs parallel. So knees under your ankles, breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. 3. Keep arching into the spine. 4. Nice and slow. 5. You can release, rolling your spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Knees into your chest, giving yourself a good hug. And then we'll go for a second round, so you have the chance now to go into the full wheel pose. Otherwise, you just repeat any of the versions of that bridge pose. So palms by your ears, fingers pointing towards your shoulders. So elbows right up to the sky as much as possible. Exhale your breath as you inhale. Lift up, coming onto the crown of the head, readjusting if needed. And as you push onto your hands, arching into your spine. 1. Full wheel pose. 2. Deep breath. Straightening your arms, legs. 3. 4. And 5. Slowly bringing your head back down, relaxing for a moment. We'll take the last round. Press back up. 1. 2. 3. 4. To release, if you're into the full pose, make sure you tuck your chin in. You relax your shoulders down first. rolling your spine down, and you can give yourself a good hug. Very good effort. Rolling all the way forward for Paschimottanasana. So you can reach your arms up and just fold forward, nice and easy. So just allowing the spine to round. So you don't want to necessarily reach forward too much. We're just countering the previous pose. So you let your spine round, relaxing your head, letting the head be nice and heavy. Just a couple more breaths here before we move into our inversions. So if you're not inverting all the way, if you're in the first 2 days of your cycle, you can just keep your legs right up, which I'll show. So as you inhale, you can stretch your arms up, coming down onto your back. So reaching your legs up, nice and straight. So you can either stay there if you're not inverting, bringing your hands under your hips for good support so that you can stay there for quite some time. Otherwise, if you're ready for Sarvangasana shoulder stand, you can plant your hands, palms facing down, lifting your hips over your shoulders, bringing your shoulders under, and then you can give a good support to your lower back with your palms, planting your elbows behind you, and you lift your legs. Whoops, a little bit close today. Lifting your legs up, so you try to align your whole body, hips, knees, ankles, right above your shoulders. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And then slowly moving into a Halasana. You can keep your legs straight, bringing your legs over your head. You can release your hands, palms flat on the floor, keeping your legs nice and straight. Feeling deep stretch into the whole back side of the body. We're there for a few breaths. So you can either stay there, or if you can go further, and tuck your toes, top of the feet on the floor. So today I'll give a different option. You can either stay into Halasana, or if you want to go further, Pidasana, you can bend into your knees, separating your legs, and you start bringing your knees to your ears, trying to keep your feet on the floor. If you can still go further, you can wrap your arms around the back of your knees. Few deep breaths. Very slowly you can start to unwind the pose, extending your arms. You can bring your legs back to straight, back to Halasana, and you reverse the whole process, either supported or unsupported, your choice, going back through your shoulder stand. And very slowly you can start to roll your spine down, vertebrae by vertebrae, using your core muscles. Legs come down last. So nice, slow, controlled descent. Stretching your legs forward, we can come straight into Matiasana. So coming onto the elbows, pulling your heart forward, arching into your spine. If you don't have any neck issues, you can drop your head back, coming onto the crown of the head. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. You can either stay there, or if you have stronger practice, you can lift your legs 30 degrees, maybe bringing your palms together 45 degrees. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly releasing. You can roll over onto your left side, coming on your knees. So we'll just take one last inversion. So just make sure that you don't go all the way for this one, Shirshasana. As I often mention online, we can't really see too much. So unless you're a seasoned practitioner, you don't want to go all the way. I'll just teach how to get into it with Ardha Shirshasana. So getting your elbow width by getting hold of your elbows, interlacing your fingers except the pinky, back of the head into your palms. But make sure you keep your head off the floor as much as possible. So you push your elbows, your shoulders up, so you lengthen into the spine. So head is away from the floor. In the first stages, you don't want to have your head pressing on the floor until your neck gets really strong. You take your toes under and you can lift up, coming into just like a version of dolphin if you want. And you can just stay there. In through the nose, out through the nose. Just a few breaths here. Starting to walk your feet in, so you're looking at bringing your hips over your shoulders, pushing your shoulders towards your knees. A few deep breaths in here. Couple more breaths. Keep lifting through the shoulders so that your head is off the floor. And then slowly releasing, knees down. And we come into Balasana, child's pose, forehead to the floor. You stretch your arms back. Just taking a few breaths here. Relaxing into the shoulders. Inhaling, coming up. Coming to sit with your legs crossed. So easy cross-legged position, or if you have a half lotus or a full lotus, you can take that. And if you have even more, which I don't, bad shoulders, bad knees, bad shoulders, but if you can, you wrap your arms behind, so you can either get hold of your elbows in the full pose, you get hold of your right toes with your right hand. You take a deep inhale to lengthen, and as you exhale, spine is nice and straight. You start folding forward, forehead towards the floor. 1, 2, so you should be feeling a good pressure of your heels into your abdomen, massaging your abdominal organs. 3, 4, and 5. As you inhale, coming up, you release your hands. You can take the Gyan Mudra, extending your arms out. We're going to take 10 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the nose. So spine is nice and straight, shoulders back. You can tuck your chin slightly in. Inhaling in through the nose, 1. Exhaling out through the nose. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3. Eyes closed. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 9, 10. Gently opening your eyes, nice strong pose, Halasana. You can bring your palms by your side and you press your hands into the floor so that you can lift everything. So activate into your pelvic floor, lifting your knees, and we take 10 deep breaths. 1. So you're going to start pushing, otherwise it's never going to lift up. 2. Keep trying, keep pushing. One day it will happen. 3. 4, keep going, strengthening the body, nice light, strong pose. Last one, 5, 6, keep going. If you come down, you come back up, try. 7, 8, 9, and 10. You release, very good effort. You can slowly release from your lotus. Extending your legs forward, nice and slow. Finding your Shavasana, relaxing completely on your back. Good effort, you've made it. Palms open to the sky. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Let it out. Finding some comfort. Letting the body relax completely. Letting your eyes close gently. Few minutes of deep relaxation to integrate the practice. Slowly returning to your breath. You can start to get little movement in your extremities. Still with your eyes closed. You can stretch your arms overhead. Just like when you wake up for a brand new day. Rolling over onto your left side as you exhale. Taking your time before you come up to a comfortable sit. Taking as long as you need, and you can come to an easy cross-legged position, back to where we started. Palms together in front of your heart, and we'll close the practice with the Loka mantra. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Peace, love and light. That's it for today's practice. As usual, hope you enjoyed. Keep practicing. The aim is to get to practice 6 times a week. If you do so every day, you get stronger, and then you just deepen the practice. See you next time.